Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. My name is Reverend Rafe Ellis. I am the Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at the Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is February 27th. There is no death, and I will never die, for I am Spirit. From Psalms 36, verse 7. How excellent is thy loving kindness, O God! Therefore the children of humanity put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. And so our reading begins. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, delusions that pursue the human mind is the idea of death. Yet this idea is contrary to all nature and to all reason and logic. It is inconceivable that a just God would create a temporary human to flourish and then wither. If God is an eternal creative presence and mind, then its creation must be equally eternal. We should constantly deny the possibility of extinction or of the supernatural future, heaven and hell. God is the life of humans, and its idea of life can only include progression, unfoldment, and evolution. If the universe is evolving, then we must be evolving also. We are consciousness living in mind, and our bodies are secondary. At the right time, we release our bodies and move on into larger realms of mental experience. All mourning is self-pity, and all belief in death is contrary to God and God's idea of humanity. In our passage to take into our time of silent meditation, my mind is an eternal function of one mind, God. It never started and it will never stop. I am a spiritual being, born of Spirit, living as the Spirit, and moving on to larger activities of the Spirit. There is no belief of death in my consciousness. I know that I shall always be an individualized expression of God, forever expanding in wisdom and love. I give thanks for my present world and its vital activities, but I know that I shall always have a similar world with equally similar activities. I have no fear of change. I trust in God, the good. I move me forward at the right time, in the right way. I greet the future with confidence, and I work this day with joy and freedom. And so with this breath, I go deeper. I go deeper to access the highest consciousness, the highest mind, the highest source, the highest substance within me. I go to that inner place where the essence of me, this spiritual center of me, the truth of me, is what I access. Never denying the physical, embracing it as an expression of. I recognize that there is one infinite presence, one substance that all is made out of. And so all of creation must contain it. This one. And by whatever name I refer to it, is to limit the unlimited. And yet I name it to speak about it. And in this moment I choose to call it God. I choose to call it love. I choose to call it life. Infinite divinity. Peace. Power. Presence. Breath. I recognize that this one, all-pervasive, all-encompassing, is my life. My life is it, expressing in, through, and as this physical being that I know to be Rafe. I am always one with. In the truth of creation, all creation is one. Expressing in multiplicity, expressing in exquisite diversity, the image and likeness of this one. And so I speak my word this morning, claiming and affirming that today I embody the truth of my being. And by embody, I mean to fully live. To live the essence of my beingness, to live the truth of my godness, to be the highest and best example and realization, to make real of eternal spirit that I can. I am attentive and intentional with my thought, recognizing that all thought is creative. I choose to create an alignment with the divine from that essence within me. I choose to embrace the wholeness and the holiness that I am. Grateful. Grateful to know that what is true of me is true of all, and so all that I have spoken about myself, I have spoken about all life. And I know that my word is the word of the infinite speaking through me, and that cannot return void. that the activity of creation itself that I call law instantly, completely responds to that which is impressed, spoken into it. It always says yes to itself, affirming its creation. And so I know that even in this moment, what I have spoken seconds ago is being acted upon now. And that time and space are no restriction on the unfolding, the evolution of law. That life has its own time in terms of how and when it is manifest in form. And I refuse to be fooled that because it is not manifest in form, that it is not manifest. I know that it is. I know that it is done. I know that it is complete. I celebrate that completeness. And in that celebration, I empower myself to see it as it arrives in form. And so I celebrate. I celebrate that the word spoken is the word fulfilled, that it is done, that there is nothing more for me to do than to let go, to release, to receive the activity of law. And so that is precisely what I do. I let go. I let God be God. I let life be life. I let evolution be evolution. And I find my right and perfect place within it and be that. And be that. And so I let go. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.